Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be different, really different. See, everywhere you look on YouTube, everyone's screaming at you to be extraordinary. Become the best version of yourself, break out of your shell, stop being a loser and start winning. You know, the self-help gurus, the motivational speakers, the productivity coaches, they're all telling you the same thing. But you know what? Screw that noise. Today I'm going to teach you something way more valuable, how to be perfectly, beautifully average. Because let's be honest, all that extraordinary stuff sounds exhausting, doesn't it? So grab your energy drink, settle into that computer chair that's probably destroying your posture, and let me show you the foolproof 4-step method to guarantee you'll never have to worry about standing out, taking risks, or God forbid, actually succeeding at something. Step 1. Always listen to Redditors. Here's your first golden rule. If it's got thousands of upvotes on Reddit, it must be gospel truth. I mean, think about it. When has the internet ever been wrong about anything? You see those relationship advice threads when someone's like, my girlfriend smiled at the cashier, what should I do? And the top comment with 15,000 upvotes is, she's cheating bro, dump her immediately, delete Facebook and hit the gym. That's quality advice right there from people who definitely have their romantic lives figured out. And financial advice? Aw man. Nothing says trust me with your money like someone with the username Diamond Hands YOLO telling you to invest your life savings in whatever cryptocurrency has a dog logo. These are clearly financial geniuses. I mean, why else would they be spending 12 hours a day arguing about stocks with strangers? But here's the beautiful part about following Reddit advice. You never have to think for yourself. Why develop critical thinking skills when thousands of anonymous people can think for you? It's like having a personal board of advisors, except they're all 19 years old and some 29 years old and still live with their parents. And career advice? Perfect. When you post, should I quit my soul-crushing job to start my own business? You can always count on Reddit to deliver that comforting, average response. You know, don't be stupid, stay safe, dreams are for idiots. Keep that stable job and be grateful you still have health insurance. Your own business should be a side project, not a life risk. Because God forbid you bet on yourself for a change. Because nothing screams life well lived like 45 years of quiet desperation, am I right? So clearly, if that many people agree on something, it must be the right choice. So you gotta follow it. I mean, large groups of humans have never made questionable decisions before. The Salem witch trial is totally rational. The Tulip Mania, sound investment strategy. Then the Beanie Babies, obviously the future of currency. Step 2. Let streamers think for you. This brings us to step 2. Why think for yourself when you can let your favorite content creators do all that exhausting mental work for you? Take Moist Critical for instance. Charlie's got the whole thinking thing figured out. He sits in his room, watches other people's content, and tells you what to think about it. It's genius. Why waste your time experiencing movies, games, or drama for yourself when Charlie can just tell you if they're good or cringe? Why struggle with the uncomfortable process of forming your own opinions when you can just wait for your parasocial daddy to upload his thoughts? Why research multiple perspectives on complex issues when your favorite streamer can just give you the one correct take? And the best part, if anyone ever challenges your opinion, you don't have to defend it with logic or evidence. You can just say, well, that's what he said, and boom, conversation over. Zero intellectual effort required. Automatically won the argument. It's so much easier than developing critical thinking skills. So much more comfortable than admitting you don't know things. So much more average. Step 3. Family and friends always know best. Now we get to the crown jewel of average living. Always listen to your friends and family. Especially when they're telling you your ideas are stupid. When your parents say be realistic about your dreams, that's not them crushing your spirit. That's them lovingly protecting you from the terrifying possibility of success. When they tell you your own business idea is too risky or your creative pursuits are just hobbies, they're speaking from decades of experience in settling for less. And you know what? They're right. Look how well their strategy worked out for them. Your dad spent 40 years at a job he hated, came home exhausted and bitter every single day, and now spends retirement complaining about young people having dreams. Your mom gave up her artistic ambitions to be practical and now lives vicariously through reality TV shows. These are clearly the people you should be taking life advice from. When your friends mock your goals and call you unrealistic, that's totally not jealousy or fear of being left behind. That's genuine concern. They care about you so much that they want to make sure you stay exactly at their level forever. Because nothing says I love you like ensuring you never outgrow the friend group. And when they say things like, you're not smart enough for that, or people like us don't do things like that, or, well, get a job later on when you're done dreaming, that's totally not them projecting their own limitations onto you. That's them giving you a reality check. They, after all, know you better than you know yourself, right? They've seen you fail at things before, so obviously you'll fail at everything forever. The beauty of this approach is that it keeps you safe in your comfortable little bubble of mediocrity. No risk of failure because you never try. No risk of success because that would be weird and uncomfortable for you and them. Just pure blissful averageness, surrounded by people who are equally committed to staying exactly where they are. Everything I just described is not a blueprint for happiness. It's a blueprint for quiet desperation. That's a how-to guide for waking up at 45 and wondering where your life went. Here's the uncomfortable truth. I'm not actually teaching you how to be average. I'm showing you exactly what average looks like so you can recognize it and run the other way as fast as your legs can carry you. Because here's what nobody wants to admit. Being average isn't safe. It's not comfortable at all. It's not even average anymore. In our world, a world that's changing at light speed, average is the new losing. When you let Reddit think for you, you're not just adopting bad opinions, you're training your brain to never form original thoughts. And yeah, well, not bad thoughts, but also not good ones. You're becoming intellectually dependent on the crowd, and the crowd is usually wrong about everything important with your life. When you outsource your thinking to streamers and content creators, you're not just being entertained, you're literally rewiring your brain to need external validation for every opinion you hold. You're becoming incapable of trusting your own judgment. And when you let family and friends talk you out of your dreams, you're not just being realistic, you're letting other people's fears become your ceiling. You're allowing people who never even tried to convince you not to try. But here's the thing, and this is important. I'm not saying be completely isolated. I'm not saying ignore all advice. I'm not saying your family and friends don't care about you. No. What I'm saying is this. You must learn to listen to yourself more than anyone else. Your inner voice, that quiet whisper that tells you what you really want, what you're really capable of, what you're actually excited about, that's your truth. Not the crowd's truth, not the streamer's truth, and not even your well-meaning family's truth. Yours. And your truth is probably not average. Your truth is probably weird and risky and uncomfortable and exciting and terrifying and beautiful and yours. The world doesn't need another average person consuming average content and living an average life. The world needs you to figure out what makes you come alive and then do that thing with everything you've got. So here's my challenge for you. For the next week, try thinking for yourself. Form your own opinions. Form your own opinions about things. Stop asking the internet what to think. Stop waiting for permission from people who never took risks themselves. Listen to your own voice. Trust your own judgment. Take your own risks. Because at the end of your life, you won't regret the chances you took. You'll regret the chances you didn't take because someone else told you they were stupid. That's all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a pleasant day. But have your day, and not the day everyone else thinks should have. Oh my god, that was just cringe.